Have deeper analysis on some of those questions of the scandal. Sports journalist Arash Markazi joining us now. Arash, thank you so much for being with us this morning. I think a lot of people are questioning how involved was Shohei Ohtani. You're hearing all the defenses around some of this, but his name is the one that kept coming up in the investigation initially. Can he face discipline from the MLB if they find that he was involved in this?
No doubt about it. I mean, the biggest thing that we have to figure out is what did Shohei know, when did he know it, and how did he respond? Again, this is not 20 years ago. There's about 40 states where you could legally gamble on sports. California is not one. So if Shohei Ohtani legally transferred funds to a bookmaker that is not legal, he is in trouble. I think it's very important to note what he said or what his spokesperson said, and then at some point, and I don't know how this happened, someone on their legal team said, that cannot be our official statement, because even if Shohei was trying to cover the debt of a friend, he is in hot water. So now we have to figure out, and Major League Baseball will get involved at some point in time, what did Shohei know and when did he know it?
So, Arash, what changed after the interpreter addressed the Dodgers clubhouse? Because he did give them a heads up, right, that about the story coming out about the gambling addiction.
Yeah, I mean, it's very clear at some point, and Shohei has such a massive team here, that someone within that team said, you do realize that he cannot be implicated in this. And so, you know, again, the story within one day changed from, listen, I was just trying to help a friend. It's so important, by the way, to note that Stipe wasn't just his interpreter. It's like his brother. These guys are attached at the hip. I mean, I have never seen Shohei Ohtani, not professionally, but also publicly, when he's at a Rams game, when he's at a Lakers game, when he's out with his wife. Like, Stipe is there with them. And again, as his interpreter, he's probably there during contract negotiations. He's probably there. So they are so tied together. I find it very hard to believe that Shohei did not know where the funds were going.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are questioning that at this point now. I'm just wondering, you know, you look at these two, it's not just what he knew, but won't the MLB now be scrutinizing every game? Do we know which games he bet on or which sports he even bet on?
Here's the important thing, that they have said they did not bet on Major League Baseball. That is a huge line in the sand. Pete Rose, I think most people are familiar with Pete Rose. Pete Rose is still banned from baseball because he bet on games that the Cincinnati Reds, the team that he was a part of, was involved in. That is sort of, what is the worst case scenario here? That we find out that Shohei or his interpreter bet on baseball games and certainly bet on games that he was involved in. That is not the case right now. However, that is why Major League Baseball has to get involved. They have to clear this up. There are so many questions here, but the amazing thing is we also have to note, Shohei Ohtani just signed a $700 million contract with the Los Angeles Dodgers. We're talking about a $4.5 million gambling debt. So how this all plays out, but it's so important, and it's such a great question that you brought up. Did he bet on baseball, or did his interpreter bet on baseball? For right now, that is not the case.
Well, especially when you talk about how close their relationship is. Arash Markazi, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.